Alright, here we go, into the Rail Nomads camp. So I hope everyone has had a beautiful day. I got to play D&D today, which was really good. I'll go into that a bit more later. We went to the zoo for about half an hour. Instead of having a yearly zoo membership gifted to us by Kim's mom. That actually would be if it was, or if it was just literally a blank Polaroid. That's not suspicious at all.
Please, strangers. My friend Ralphie's in the lake. He can't swim back to shore. Please hurry. The lake is this way.
Alright.
Help! Help! I'm drowning!
Come on. We gotta help
Here,
that kid.
Ralphie's on the other side of the bridge. Please, help him.
Working on it.
Please, someone!
Save Ralphie.
I can't stay here.
Knock over this totem, because if you knocked over that other one, it would drop right on him.
Thanks for saving me, strangers. Have you seen my friend Jesse? Uh-oh. I gotta tell my mom I'm okay, but I better go find Jesse after. When Kekaba found out, he killed an Atchison and decorated a totem pole with his bones as a warning to the rest of them. After that, the lake went bad. Nobody knows why. She's my friend. We came here because no one likes to come down to the lake anymore, and we thought...
Tag, but I lost my foot.
The Atchisons used to live in the camp with us, but Master Kekaba
you lost
made
your
them
footing.
leave. They live in their own camp now, on the other side of town. Kekaba says everybody is allowed to shoot them on sight. I hate that rule. Because Jessie is an Atchison.
Yep.
I hope she's all right. Did you say the water used to be clear like glass? But something made the algae bloom like crazy, and now there's a rotting layer of sludge that sucks at you like quicksand if you fall in. I'm lucky you came by before I sank to the bottom. He's the leader of our tribe. He's usually in the train station keeping an eye on the golden spike. All visitors are supposed to check in with him. Just don't look directly at his, stump. It all started with a train wreck, back when I was just a baby. I don't know what it was all about, but because the train wrecked, the Topekans hate the Atchisons, and the Atchisons hate the Topekans, and we've been fighting
Train
ever
wreck
since.
caused
I think it's stupid.
hate.
It's our most prized possession, a solid gold rail spike, given to us by John Henry himself. At least that's what my mom... He's the railman's god. He made the trains and laid the track. The trains don't go if we don't pray
John
to him.
Henry, I forgot John Henry became a god.
It's
in this
stupid because we're
story.
all the
It's
same
not bad,
tribe.
it's just
We
hilarious.
should love each other. Instead, we
tall
kill
tale.
each other all the time. And to make it worse,
Basically,
now the rail thieves are killing us too. I'm so
was it,
scared for Jesse.
Stories become legends, legends become myths, myths become...
A bunch of bandits. They've set up between
I
us
forget
and
the
the
order that
Atchisons,
it
and they
works.
jump anybody that passes through their territory. Bye, and thanks again.
See ya, kid. Like, later. Oh, hey, Valiant's leveled up. I'll have to level him up through turquoise gem. Hold on to that.
Echo, congratulations.
Let's go with more shotguns. So. And if I remember right, do. Dr. Rose, if you would please. Yeah, they leave bombs. It's like, okay, time to keep an eye out for fucking traps. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, good, ineffective. Okay, that's something we'll have to come back to later. Yeah, basically a place where everyone lives in rail cars, and they're all Indian. Yeah, they're all eating Soylent Green. Yep, we saved, what's his name, Bradley? I jokingly forget his name, but he's actually somewhat important because he's a, he ends up being one of the guys that you can get recruited. Fishing at. I know who that's going to. Amigo Pants. It's going to him, but it's not actually going on him. Come on. Traverse outside. But yeah, so went to the zoo. Basically saw a few animals, not a lot.
Oh, Rangers! I heard what you did for my route. I would give you gold if I had it, but all I have is this old apple. Well, I know it sounds heartless, Rangers, but I can't feed. What do you say? Will you take my route? Oh, thank. Now come along, Ralphie. These.
Alright, so. Smith and Angela.
Gee, that's great.
Recruiting
This
Ralphie.
place is nice and all, but I'd rather be out having adventures with you.
Yeah, Ralphie don't have shit. He has a higher toaster repair than me, Animal Whisperer, and Brawler. This kid's going to get his shit kicked in. If I let him, you know, fight on the front lines right off the bat. But no, I usually keep them in the back to level them up. Alright. Yeah, I'll get the trains running after I solve a bunch of shit. Dead guy. Awesome. Books, magazines. Give that to Valiant. That was a demolitions book. Anything else? Not really. Alright.
Chopper 1 to base. Got Atchison sneaking along the western perimeter. Looks like they're up to no good.
10-4, Chopper 1. Hang back till I get you some reinforcements. Where exactly are you at?
Negative,
It's not an
Topeka
actual
base.
helicopter.
Disregard. It was a couple of coyotes. False alarm.
The fuck?
Okay, Chopper 1. And, lay off those squeezins for a while, alright?
Lay off the really bad alcohol. Yeah, no, we're not. And I do not have any issues with sex workers, but in this game, no, we are not having relations with a sex worker. Alright, so that's out of town. Obviously, because, you know, the railways are basically the town. For the most part, I mean, there is a secondary town that is built on other railways. Why did that not pop? Strange. Wonder if that's later, like after you complete the whole storyline.
That's big! Biggest machine I've ever seen! Damn!
Blah. I don't think anybody really wants to listen to me talk to everybody, because that would require a lot of reading, which is not a bad thing on streams, but okay, not enemies. I saw moving arrows and I was like,
This is Chief Kekaba. My choppers just found another Atchison bomb buried near the water tank. It has been defused, but there may be others. Be on your guard, Topekans. The Atchisons hate us for our quality of life, and will stop at nothing to bring us down to their level.
I forgot.
Copy, Echo. Copy, Echo 1.
It's not what I meant to do. Ah, yes. I do need to go meet Kepika. You know, I've heard his name said a whole bunch of
These
times.
fools, cutting off their noses to spite their faces. Atchisons, Topekans. I see no difference. They're all idiots.
A man ain't nothing but a man.
An apology from both
Before I
sides,
let
and
the
Arizona
steel
has a
wheel
railroad
beat me
again.
down.
But
I'll
they
die
just
with the hammer
can't.
in my hand, Lord, Lord, I'll die with that hammer in my hand. John Henry was a driving on the mountain, and the head was a flashing fire. And the
Like I said,
laugh was I heard that old voice say,
it's always interesting.
Choppers, keep an eye on the golden spike. Don't let anyone near it. Ah, Rangers, good to see you.
Whoa, these guys are awesome. Just like this tape my mom showed me.
One-armed swordsman.
No, huh? Well, it's the shit.
Welcome. My people have told me how you saved the Parker boy from drowning. It is an honor to speak to such brave heroes. How can I help you?
There's an injured
The
guy.
Atchisons, wasn't it? Their bombs have been killing and maiming us by the dozens.
Yeah.
We once considered them brothers is unthinkable. They claim we've stolen their precious golden spike, but it was never there. I'll have one of my choppers assist them. I normally don't approve of Topekans traveling with outsiders. In this case, there is no loss to the tribe.
I don't blame him. We kind of picked up a low-end character. He starts off, I think, at like level 5.
They are my personal guard. Men so loyal that they severed their left arms when I lost mine in the Great Train Wreck.
Sounds like a dumb fucking ritual.
Yes, to honor me and the arm I lost in the wreck. Do not think it makes them less dangerous. They can still kick your asses.
I love how it's like kind of wise, and then all of a sudden it's like they can still kick
The
your asses.
Atchisons' greatest sabotage. They smashed the ties, and our train derailed. I was driving that train and lost my arm in the wreck. Now I can never drive again. I will never forgive the Atchisons for that. It's impossible.
Why can't you drive?
Even the strongest man needs 2 arms to drive a train.
Yep.
I am very tired. Once, the Atchisons and the Topekans worked together in harmony. But then Casey James became angry with us because he believed the golden spike was Atchison property, and that we'd stolen it from them and grown wealthy because of it. He told his people to sabotage the rails, causing our first train to wreck. We have been at war ever since. The leader of the Atchisons. Once we were friends. We worked side by side. He to maintain the rail. We are a peaceful people. Once we worked hand in hand with the Atchisons. They do not. Another reason I still try to make peace with them. We haven't the skill to fix the rails, and it will take time to learn. I told you before, our private affairs are not your concern. Besides, of course I am. Until the brake shoe is returned, we are no.
Brake shoe.
The sacred Goldens, the first of our tribe.
John
They do not
Henry.
fight with honor. They don't rob trains. They steal rails and sell them for scrap. Now they hover above us like buzzards. Help with what? Our greatest threat at the moment is these rail thieves who have set up. Now that is the true spirit of the Desert Rangers. Protecting the waste. How could I steal it when it was ours to begin with? The display case. Keep out of our business,
Gee, I
Rangers.
usually only get to go in here on important occasions.
Now I'm trying to remember. There is a spot where I can go in and check my achievements real quick. Okay. So yeah, we'll get that achievement real quick. Well, if we can. And then we'll continue going through the actual game. That guy just sunk into the water and then walked through some rails. Okay. It's kind of messed up, but... Okay, we'll do that later, apparently. No one has the skill to do anything to that fucking gate. Alright.
Wonder if they ever have bar fights in here.
Walk into here.
Rangering is thirsty work.
I've never been in a bar before. Do they all smell like this?
Rangering is thirsty
Hey,
work.
Gorkinovich, one more for the
Isn't it?
road. Rangers? I don't know nothing about it. Idiot!
What
I don't know
it don't you
anything,
know about?
honest. You can ask anyone. I just peddle booze. Who? No. Never heard of him. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a traveling snake squeezing salesman. I buy wholesale from Gorkinovich here and sell all around the Wastelands. High Pool, Ag Center, even Ranger Citadel. He's another ranger, right? Ace talked about him a couple of times. Said they were on the same trail, only coming at it from different angles. Okay, yeah, that's me he's talking about in his logbook. Don't know what he means by boring, though. Anyways, yes, I travel with the guy. It's always nice to have a ranger for company on the road. Keeps the bad guys away, but it was a terrible
was
fight.
it killed?
That thing tore into eight. Well, it couldn't walk, could it? Hey, I don't know what it was.
something.
It was horrible. It looked like a man, but it was made of plastic. I found it in that thing's shoulder pack, and I took it. But I was gonna give it back. Thank you for not hitting me, Rangers.
It's also the reason why I got rid of,
Hey, Gorkinovich, one more for the road.
Rangering is thirsty work.
I do not
so I got
care
rid
for
of,
drink
Angela
or
Death.
drinkers.
She would fucking kill him. That is an achievement, though. So if you ever play this game and you want to get some of the achievements, make sure to have Angela when you interact with that guy, because she will just straight up, once she finds out that he
I should wait out here.
did a
Mr.
whole shit.
Holiday doesn't like me.
Mr. Holiday. Who the fuck are you talking about? This guy? Is there a guy?
Copy, Echo. Echo, congratulations.
Anyways, I'm gonna level up. Don't have the points for perception. Go sniper rifle. Good luck, Valiant. 30% chance. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll fail. What the fuck is up with your goddamn luck these days? It's fucking nuts. He's been getting fucking... I'm not complaining. It's great. But he has been getting like 15% and 30%, and it's freaking nuts. Takayuki, use your demolitions to disarm that bomb. Any locks? No, nothing. that is everything in this random fucking thing. So. Okay, so another random. I see the
I
safe.
sense no
I'm just...
curse. What a bunch of superstitious nonsense.
Critical fail. Critical fail. Critical fail. Only because I really want the elbow grease achievement. Figures. That's good. Let's see. Small scope, small scope. I think I'll hold on to that. I don't want to put a small scope on a fucking Magnum. Nonsense. Nonsense. What, dude? Oh. Let's go into here. Medical stuff goes to Ella. Disarm the explosives. But anyways, thing to talk about. So yeah, D&D session today went really well. Don't think I've really ever talked to. God damn, fucking 0% unsafe cracking. There's one of John Henry's things. Swing gun dig. But anyways, so to start off, I know I've talked about the world itself. It's a post-apocalyptic world, that basically what ended up happening is the humans went up against all the other races, didn't really like the fact that, you know, magic, other races, so there was war. The humans decided to try and blow up the moon, which in this world is kind of the source of the power. They split the moon in half. In response, the other races, specifically a group called the Magi, summoned a giant ritual firestorm that literally destroyed the entirety of everything else, including to the point where there is no water, or at least barely any water. Our characters started out in a crater, so the town's called Crater Town. It's basically inside this a crater that's in the middle of the skeletal remains of a giant red dragon. Basically what ended up happening is they used a nuke on a red dragon, and that's what is left of it. Let's go talk to this guy.
I used to be in this place all the time. Then I met Jesse.
Games? A man smart enough to fix these toys should be putting
Greetings,
his mind
Rangers.
to
Welcome
better
to the... Not much you can do unless you want to help fill out my game collection. I have all the old game systems. You guys are the best.
Blah, blah, blah.
Always helping people.
So,
Sure, go ahead. Ask me anything.
Our first...
Ooh, it had 1 megabyte of RAM. What does one do with all that memory? That's my super scope. You aim it at the TV screen and fire just like a gun, except without all the actual killing and violence. When I found it, it was pretty badly messed up, but I nursed it back to health. Oh. Well, they live in the... that's it. He's our end. Come again, anytime. I can't. Come again, anytime.
So anyways, our first mission was basically,
Hey! Cut it out! You'll break the super scope! Come on, I told you! That's my favorite one! Quit being such jerks!
I guess I'll leave that for later. But we got sent to find out why merchants weren't making it to our town. Apparently they were being snatched from underground. So we go out there, and we discover it's these mutated trapdoor spiders, a couple of them. So we work our way towards them. Provoking
These fools, cutting off their noses
one of them to
spite
kind of come
their
out,
faces.
and then it realized that it was a trap, went back into its hole. So what I ended up doing, the genius that I am, is I jumped on top of it and started trying to claw my way in. Well, the thing kind of figured out what I was doing.
The poor souls, hollowed out by foolish addiction.
You know, these junkies. Basically, it, well, actually, it kind of figured out what I was doing. What it ended up doing was it tried to seal up its nest a bit better. Why the fuck are you so goddamn far back? Look at you right there. I don't give a shit. So it started sealing it. So I kept attacking. I finally break it open, and enough to where my buddy Adam's character can basically stab it. Kills it fairly
These
easily.
miscreants have raised the ire of this old scientist.
So, kill that one. Try to kill the other one. There was 5 of them. So go to try to do the same trick on the next one. It figured it out. So it opened up its door, and I had to fight it inside of its tunnel. While this is going on, Adam and Brittany's characters and the T-Rex go on to fight and kill the other ones. Not so bad, except for the fact that Adam comes over to try and help me. In the process, he loses his fucking spear in the nest with me and the spider. The spider is smart enough to go, hey, that is something I can stab the guy that I'm currently fighting with. Grabs it, stabs me, nearly kills me. So I'm dealing with that. I end up killing it, yelling at Adam for a bit. Everything's fine. We start to head our way back. We run into zombies. Okay, zombies, no biggie. Well, the thing is that this is the campaign where we take heat, frost exhaustion, heat exhaustion from the hot sun during the day, frost exhaustion from the dead cold of the night in the desert, because that is a thing. So I've got a little bit of exhaustion. This motherfucking zombie hits me and knocks my ass out. What does that do? He throws a fucking firebomb into the middle of the zombies and me. So I'm actually bleeding out. Quote unquote bleeding out. Not actually bleeding out. I am burning to death.
Don't start anything. Fighting junkies ain't right. It's like picking on a blind man.
Alright. You have an issue with that? I guess that's right. So we'll walk through here. This. But yeah. We deal with that, we go back. The town elder basically gives us our reward for guess we get to fight these guys. Oh well. But yeah, so we get the reward. In the process, we get sent on our next big mission, which is to clear out a bunch of sand sharks. Which are like a mix of hyenas and sharks. Like they're half shark head, half hyena body. They really ugly things. So we're on our way to clear out those during the second session. We come across a couple of things, kill them off, kill off some of the sand sharks that have broken away from the pack. Actually saved the merchant, who truth really didn't give us much for saving him, but not really complaining because, well, basically because he ended up helping us out. We got some stuff out of it. So this session, we start heading back to the original nest that we were going to go clear out. And in the process, we come across some more sand sharks. We killed those fairly quickly. And 46%, huh? So we, kill some more sand sharks. You find them back to the nest, which is basically a 30-foot fucking, basically a waste, a water waste thing. Back in the day, or in our kind of world, it would be those pipes that are right by the. Yeah, he's diseased. That's not good. That would basically put water back into the ocean. That's where they made their nests. We clear them out. I do a pretty decent job of skinning them. It's basically kind of been the whole thing is, like, alright man, you skin them, we get the hide if we make armor.
Congratulations.
Do a pretty good job. Alright. Let's increase alarm disarming since it's kind of important. But yeah, I fucked up the alphas thing. Got some shit for that. So, at the moment, Ralphie, once he levels up, will learn pistols, unless I can get him an assault rifle. So yeah, that was thing. But in the process, we search and destroy the whole nest. We find a hatch. We go up into the hatch. We find basically the kind of the control room, I'd want to say. In the process of that, we open up a door and find it, you know, everything's kind of been flooded, which is weird because, you know, firestorm, but it's one of those things where, you know, not gonna argue about it, or not gonna split hairs. Oh, safe. But inside that we find I want to say android / worker bot, I guess. Which we reactivate him. He asks us if we're part of the Magi, and it's like, no. It's all about survival. Of course, Brittany's character doesn't trust it. But then again, druid technology. Pretty self-explanatory. We end up helping fix it. And in the process, it basically is like, I need to repair things. And we explained, well, it's not really useful for you to try and repair the water treatment plant when there's not really any water. He decides to come with us to help the one human in town that basically works on fixing stuff. So we're at a pause. That's where we pause the game. Where basically we have to travel about half a day back to the town. The only reason it took us about a day and a half to get to where we needed to go is because we got sidetracked into blinking lights. I remember going in here. Oh yeah, this is the guy that has like a whole shit ton of fucking explosive barrels and shit. So, all right. Hopefully you get rifle and a bulletproof jacket. Turquoise gem isn't worth anything. Not really going in anybody's weapon anymore. Mego pants. Keep the soldier helmet. So, that's what I got to look forward to next week in D&D session. We didn't level up this time, which kind of sucks because I was really hoping for basically getting more dexterity, which will make me harder to hit, makes me, hit more frequently because I get a feat called Weapon Finesse, so I use my dexterity instead of my strength on attacking. I also would have gotten Endure Elements, which really would have been useful because that means that I would have gotten the ability to just wear the cold weather outfit and not have to worry about making cold checks, which is what led to me getting knocked out by the fucking zombies. I think. That or it was the Force March, I can't remember exactly. Two Transformers, okay. So yeah. All in all, it was a pretty good D&D session. Good time at the zoo. Every time I see the dust movement, I always flip out a little bit.
The sorrows of 1,000 aeons are drowned in the tides of vengeance. The gods change their skins, but not their minds. And the shells of the living cast off their regret.
Hope you're not thinking of fighting these guys. Beating up hobos is beneath me.
I used to be quite a fighter before they made me drink the squeezins. Always wanted to be a ranger.
Sure. We'll dismiss Rose. Shotguns, lockpicking, safe cracking.
You won't be sorry. Give me a gun and I'll kill whoever you want.
It's like a future Valiant. If Valiant ever got hooked on snake squeezums. Don't worry though, I'd never keep this fucking hobo in the group. I really don't know if he's useful.
My mom says I shouldn't talk to the hobos.
Boy, that guy dead. Hey, I think I know that guy. Told me I wasn't sober enough to be a ranger.
Yeah,
At least
Hellraiser.
I'm not dead.
The
Right, I
first
said
of
it's
the
like-
last shall come to blows, and the
Oh,
sparks of
yeah.
their conflict light the tides in red and blue, indigo and gold.
One of the most time-consuming
Stars
things
shine
ever.
silver on their battle.
Ralphie, you're up. Animal Whisperer. But you don't really know why you need Animal
Bad
Whisperer.
luck.
Flip the turtle. Or the tortoise. But unfortunately, I don't really give a shit about the
my
extra
people.
thing.
Brother Buzz, for shame. Remember the hobo code? Hey, wait, I gotta go dig up my secret stash. I'm gonna need some squeezes for the room. Oh, shoot. Can't remember where I hid my notes.
Well, listen
Yeah,
to the old hobo. They turned him away from their doors. They chased him out of their yards. They threw rocks at him and laughed at his stories about robots coming back from the grave. So he...
Hey, Rangers. I'm really sorry, but I've got to talk to my friend Jesse over there. If you don't want to wait, I'll understand. I'll just meet you back at Ranger Citadel.
I'm sorry, Ralphie. It was such a bad idea for us to meet at the lake. It's so... gross.
Forget it.
Right.
We'll find some other place to be alone.
I'm just glad you're okay. If the Rangers hadn't showed up, I would have had to have asked your tribe for help.
No way. If they catch you in our camp, they'll report you to Master Kekaba.
I'm just so tired of all this fighting. Why don't we just leave this stupid place for good?
But how? We wouldn't last a day on foot.
Oh, we could run away on this bike. You could sit on the... Huh, there's something attached to the...
Jesse! Jesse, what happened? Jesse, are you... Oh no. Jesse!
Yep.
Oh no! I can't believe she's gone. Poor Jesse. All right, I'm ready to get out of here.
Who puts a bomb in a playground? I'll fight him. Kill him.
This place gives me the creeps now.
Yeah, I understand. Girlfriend got killed by a fucking explosive. What are you? You're digging up something. Alright. Yeah. This way? Like I've said before, the camera angles on this game sometimes get really weird.
My grandpa and grandma are buried here somewhere. Not my dad, though. He ran away. He's probably dead somewhere else. I hope so.
Not what I'm trying to examine, damn it. Trying to examine the tombstones. Tombstone that reads, "It was my fault, I shot an arrow into the air." Okay. I could be an asshole and dig up all those fucking graves, but I'm not. It's not really worth it.
This is Chief Kekaba, with a warning about circuit. Smoking ground-up scorpions may be fun at first, but it can lead to addiction and death. Keep your pride.
Ground
Don't
up
take the
scorpions.
first puff.
Ground up circuits.
Yes! I'm gonna get me one of these.
Had a car like that once. Then somebody told me I shouldn't drink and drive. I stopped driving.
Disable the bomb, damn it. Save the car. You jackass. Well. Car's out of commission.
I think those guys are on drugs.
Some people have no self-control.
Right, coming from the hobo who is addicted to drinking alcohol. If I remember right, I think the alcohol is made from snake venom, but I'm not sure. Radioactive mushrooms for the drug dealer. We're gonna give to him, and then we're gonna kill him. Because, yeah. Well, I mean, the drug dealer don't like his work. Take a nap. Wow, that was easy.
Some people have no self-control.
Alright, so we're gonna head back to Ranger Citadel for a bit. Wanted to get the merit for recruiting Scotchmo. Actually, shit. I need to get Scotchmo's shit. No, we don't. Don't need Scotch.
Fell in there once. It's full of water. Horrible.
Okay, yeah, no. I have a feeling that he's not gonna go with me until we get his shit, so. If I remember right, his thing is all the way to the back. So. Not the most exciting game to watch. I know that. Didn't say anything, so I think that was just a thing I missed earlier. That's the way to the Atkins camp, which I'm not going that way just yet. So. Guess I'll carry the computer. Aolf's thingy. Yeah, I'm finding a lot of shit to dig up, but none of it's Scotchmo's crap. A lot of junk too. Guess I'll head this way.
won't you listen? Why won't you give up? I promise you, there is no Verkiten armor. It does not exist.
Verkiten armor. I wonder what that's a reference to. Oh, God. That one first. Thanks for the host, Bert. Appreciate it, man. Hope your paperwork went through for becoming an affiliate. Yeah, no, Bert's a really cool streamer. I will always promote him. He's pardon calling you this, but he's an old dude that I used to LARP with way back in the day. Back when I used to play my goblin. I remember the last time I was watching his stream, he was talking about how all us young kids that used to LARP with him are now having kids, and his kids, if I remember right, are the age that we were when we, well, started LARPing. If I remember right. Could be wrong. Don't think his kids are the same age as us, because I'm pretty sure he'd be one of those dads that would bring his kids LARPing. Much like I would. Fortunately, my kid is only 1 year old, so. You failed a 92%? What the fuck is wrong with you? Borrow some of Valiant's luck. Jesus Christ, the guy can do a 15%. You can't do a 92%? There you go. Critical success. Yeah, this is where that tortoise goes. I'm pretty sure if you don't actively track it, it disappears. So, oop, my phone went dark. So yeah, Squeezum's not Nomads Land. I remember. Where the fuck did you put it? But yeah, I kind of want to achievement hunt with this playthrough, but not like entirely. It's one of those things where it's like, if it's something that's fairly easily attainable, I'm gonna do it. But can I talk to you in? Nope. But yeah, LARPing is fun. If you can get into it. Some people can't. No, when I first started LARPing, it was in a LARP called Sharded. Like shards of things. If you don't pronounce that right, people will laugh and be like, hey, you said sharded. It's not. My first character was a goblin. Reason for that, in the game, there was a thing called spirit strength, which is your ability to come back from fighting death. Goblins got a bonus because they kind of sold themselves to death.
Got nothing against addicts. The man who makes the drugs makes the fiends. That shit cannot stand. Can I kill him now?
You know what? Yeah, we'll go back and let you kill him. Yeah. So I LARPed as a goblin for... You missed. We're all bunched into a fucking group, you jackass, because I'm a jackass. There. You happy? Killed the drug addict. Or the drug dealer, not the drug addict. Guess we'll take all of his shit. But yeah, so I got the +5 spirit strength, which most normal characters had 12 to start out with. So 17. Irony is that the entire time I played that character, I never died once. That whole bonus went to nothing. Didn't get any other racial bonuses to any other fucking thing. Nothing cheaper, nothing. It was literally like, it wasn't a waste. I enjoyed playing the shit out of Gar. Which was my goblin's name, Gar. He was Gar Harker of the Black Dagger clan. Son of Roland, heir to house. Fuck, I forget what Roland's last name is. It's been a while since I've had to do a whole title speech. Funny playing a goblin who basically taught and raised kind of by nobility, where it's like, yeah, I'm better. I know things. Issue with Gar, though, was playing him. I played him as, it's like, I know things. Doesn't mean I'm going to apply that knowledge at all. A whirling, swirling pillar of death. I'm gonna try to hug it. 'Cause I'm a kind of a death mage, and I've learned death stuff. Maybe to like me. Nope. Total failure. But hey, live and learn. Sort of. Ah, yeah, that's right. This is the dig spot that I was looking for. Didn't exist because you... Right, Saskatchewan? Right? Right? No? You fucker. Alright. Where is it? Where? You just start... Okay. God. So yeah, the way I played Gar was I giving it straight to him, because if you don't, he's gonna steal all of it from you anyways. Which I got the achievement for that too. You have to have him steal 5 squeezums, I want to say. Might be more. But yeah, no, playing Gar was fun. Lots of ridiculousness. Stats wise, built him as a warrior slash mage. And then I didn't go back to that LARP for like 4 years. When I finally made my return, I came back as Kuthar. The way I got to rewrite my character, so that was nice.
Feeling a bit thirsty.
Ranger
This
in
place
his
is like
thirsty work.
Hey, Gorkinovich, one
Where
more for the
do
rules.
squeezes come from?
Well, welcome, Rangers, to the finest bar in Topeka territory. Folks, yeah, we used to... There you go. Don't... He was a good man. We are. He's around here somewhere. All the hobos and junkies. Happened if you... The golden... They're my best. No use. Trained rough.
Kuthar, I came in,
They make it out, to be honest.
okay, so we don't sell the ring on Scotchwell. But yeah, so yeah, I came out as Kuthar as another warrior mage. I was gonna teach him some rogue skills because rogues eventually get the ability to dodge, which is probably one of the best skills ever because you dodge almost any attack. I say almost because there's an ability called press, which makes stuff happen anyways. Unless you have end press. You can have one or the other. But by the time I came back, the LARP wasn't doing so good financially, so the owner had to reinvest into a chapter of Nero, which I didn't have a problem with. I went a lot, and then I didn't because I had foot issues.
Let's not hang around here. It makes me nervous.
If anybody ever wonders, I will probably make a post about that at some point. Dig, you fucker. But yeah, so, you know, it was... yeah, I want to get back into LARPing. It's expensive, though. For a yearly membership of Nero, I want to say it's $30, and then each event itself is like $50, which is, you know, you're going once a month. If you're trying to go every month, it's once a month, $50. So that's right there, $600. Well, $630 because you're paying for a yearly membership. Like I said, though, I love LARPing, but it's fucking expensive. That's why when my buddy Casey came up with the idea to run a LARP, I helped him. It started out as a LARP named Charon, based off of fairly similar rules of Sharded and Nero. Difference being, though, that, you know, it was a free LARP because basically we didn't rent out any campgrounds where you could sleep in cabins. Holy shit, there's just raiders everywhere in that radiation zone. But yeah, we didn't rent out any area that had cabins. We played in the woods of somebody's property where they had a lot of property, which is, you know, really cool. But I really need to stop leaning back in my chair. I know it makes noise. But that was cool. Basically, we we ran that for a while. Eventually it became Forge because we had to kind of revamp it due to basically the owner of Nero found out and didn't like the fact they were using some of the names of skills that were a part of the rules of his game, which, you know, I understand, but you suck.
Man, this beats Master Kekabus' place all the heck.
It's good to know. But yeah, so we had to revamp that.
Or perhaps...
Merit. Gotcha. Merit.
Copy, Echo. Echo 1, congratulations.
Yeah. Like I said, Ralphie starts off at low level. Boom. Assault rifles. Loaded weapons.
Oh, I'm so glad I... You need me again? Great.
Copy, Echo.
Okay, so she just had skill points. Yeah, it became Forge.
Smells delicious.
Karan is place where I played character named Shadow Eyes for a bit. Let's baseline this.
Gee, I didn't know there were this many books in the whole world. Do you have any books?
So, let's see. Go ahead, Ralphie. Do a 65% chance on fixing that. But yeah, Forge for a while. And then it made, that became the Mists of Valimar. I totally forgot about this giant fucking weird ass portrait, which has the Museum of Unnatural History, which has like a fucking gentleman that's holding that his arm is being held by a female werewolf in a dress with flowers in her hair. A mummy pharaoh singing and looks like snapping his fingers. A cowboy riding a T-Rex shooting guns. Some sort of weird robot thingy. And pterodactyls. Fucking weird. But yeah. again, though, the reason I stopped LARPing, I really can't start LARPing again because, well, I can, but I'd have to request a medical rewrite
shiny.
with Kuthar because I am not a frontline warrior fighter anymore. Surgery I had on my ankle changed that up vastly. So I'll have to do a medical rewrite. Hopefully I can... I don't know if I want to stay as Kuthar, but like change up the way I do it, because I used to be basically frontline fighter, tactics, tracking. Like, I was your fucking recon guy. I made sure I could find things for you, find people, figured out the best plan of action. Now I'm kind of wondering if I should switch over to, really don't like saying it, healing magic, and because Nero's magic system is vastly different than a lot of other LARPs, or at least the LARPs that I've done, where instead of the cantrips, like the beginning of the cantrips staying the same, it's like its own thing. And I don't fucking memorize worth shit when it comes to that. I mean, I could. So, something to think about later, I guess. Alright. Ah, damn it, I forgot to talk to the boss. Yeah, alright. Well, that was a waste of time to come all the way back here because I really want to get more experience on people. So we're going to travel all the way back to Ranger Citadel to talk to General Vargas. But yeah, I've played Kuthar. The name Kuthar Blood Oath comes from a D&D character I started playing back all the way in 2008. I loved playing him. Eventually I adapted him to LARPing. It's kind of been a, you know, it's the most solid thing I could use. When I first started gaming and everything, my gamer tag used to be Volthakapesk. Volthakapesk was a character that I played way before Kuthar. I LARPed as him a little bit. Didn't keep up on it because, well, he required a lot of makeup. He was a kobold, so a lot of scaling, a lot of detail. Really, I ended up working third shift, so like the LARP that I played him at, I only got to go for a little bit, and it stopped seeming worth doing the makeup, and I really didn't want to do like a hodgepodge makeup because at the time I was a bit of a perfectionist on my characters. So I just started going as a kind of an NPC.
Thank you. Welcome back to Ranger Citadel, recruits. The miners have called to say that your conduct was exemplary.
Thanks for saving Doc Tideman's life, Ranger. Let me see that. Should be some initials scratched into the back. Damn. HR. Hellraiser. I was afraid of this. Hadn't heard from him in weeks. Let me have a look. Yeah, this is Razor's alright. Let's see what he was up to. Metal Buck. Could be. Or another one like it. Looks like it might have killed Hellraiser, too. Well, combined with the word Darwin, it makes me think that this damned monk was looking to recover some of Finster's old research from Darwin Village. Finster was working on all sorts of bioweapons. I know you've got a lot. It looks like someone's already marked it up. Yep, Darwin Village. Used to be a research facility run by a crazed android. I figured as much. Thank you, Rangers. Well done. Listen, check with Gilbert Cigar. Make us proud, recruits.
So, this is the General's office? Man, he must be the most important person in the world.
No, he's not the most important person in the world. But anyways.
My mother read all kinds of books to me when I was young. Ivanhoe, King Arthur, The Chronicles of Narnia, Dragonlance. She said I didn't need no other education.
Speaking of which, that guy's education is all fantasy. See, Ivanhoe, I don't know that one. King Arthur, obviously. The Chronicles of Narnia. Dragonlance, D&D. Just one of the longer running D&D book series. It's crazy, that's all I gotta say. Let's see. Trying to think of something to talk about. I mean, I've got knowledge on tires, but I don't think people want to hear that. Yeah. Not much I can talk about. D&D campaigns I could talk about. I think I'm gonna call it for the night. So if you give me a second, I gotta do some magic work because I want to do something that I haven't done in a while. Or, well, I actually haven't done ever. So you're just gonna be stuck watching the end of this. Well, I try to quickly load this up. If you're wondering, I'm loading up my computer because I'm going to do a raid through my computer because I don't really know if I can do that on the app. Not to mention most of the people that I know. Alright, we're actually going to try it. Computer's loading up. Hopefully I'm not getting some weird feedback because I did move closer to the baby monitor. Come on, you fucking thing. But yeah, I'm gonna raid somebody that one of the people that I follow. Hopefully they'll have something decent going on that you'll want to watch. If not, go away, I guess. That's your choice, but I really would hope that you'd support other streamers that I know. That's what I really try to do, is help the other streamers who are working on this a little bit more than I am. Because as much as I want to get something out of streaming, it's personally the journey, the helping others, doing other things, all that. As much as that doesn't sound like what I'm talking about when I start talking about how I want to make something out of it. I do. I want to make a community. I want to get something going. Come on, load up your thing. Sorry that you're stuck watching me get ready to raid somebody. See. There we go. I got that set up. So, shut down my stream.